Well, the battle over no cash bail heating up in Illinois. There are lawsuits and some fiercely divided opinions on this law, which could allow most people charged with a crime to remain free until their trial.
So who's left in the middle? Bond court judges. CBS 2 political investigator Dana Kozlov talked to one Cook County judge about how she decides who gets out and who does not.
Courtroom 100 sits empty inside the Layton Criminal Courts building, but 7 days a week for several hours a day, it's filled with lawyers, computer monitors, with defendants on Zoom, their relatives, and judges.
When I was on the bench,
Associate Cook County Judge Mariam Ahmed is one of them.
I'm not a robot, and I don't preside like a robot.
Judge Ahmed has been a bond court judge for almost a year, one of 7 in Cook County.
Because I reside in the community and because young people are really important to me and because the city is so important, I try to be thorough. I try to be compassionate.
That compassion caught the attention of a CBS 2 colleague listening to cases in bond court one day.
What motivates me is my love for the city. What motivates me is public safety.
This bond court is not for ultra-violent offenders like accused murderers. Defendants who appear in courtroom 100 are usually facing weapons, drug, and battery charges. The bond Ahmed sets must fall within Illinois bail guidelines.
Each case is so different.
But she also has discretion. That's when she laser focuses on the specifics of the case and the defendant's background.
Where the person lives, their ties to the community, whether they reside in Illinois or reside somewhere else, whether they work, whether they have a family, they are supporting that family, how long they've worked, are they in school. There's no formula. A lot of people wonder, is there some, are you looking at a sheet in the back and is that how you're making these decisions? No.
In a recent hearing, Ahmed told one young defendant, "You're at a crossroads, young man. You have the potential to do better." She allowed a 19-year-old defendant facing a weapons charge with no prior record to take some time to compose himself after he told her he was scared. And she always makes sure family members in court stand in front of the virtual camera so their relative facing charges can see them.
I try to respond to the people who are coming before me like I would the people on my street, because sometimes people from my street are in the courthouse. And I would want someone wearing that black robe to be compassionate to them or to me or my family.
What are your thoughts on that criticism that right now it's not doing enough to protect people, the system?
We're all working with the system that we've been given, and it's one that many of us work every day to try to improve.
What the judge won't talk about is the future of bond court come January 1st, when the so-called Safety Act that would eliminate all cash bail is supposed to go into effect. That controversial measure is the subject of lawsuits by several states' attorneys. Despite the law's uncertain future, Ahmed remains committed to the bench.
I know public safety is important to everybody in our city, and I want to be a part of the solution.
Ahmed stresses that judges take an oath to follow the law, so when it comes to her personal opinion on the move to no cash bail, she says it doesn't matter. In the newsroom, Dana Kozlov, CBS 2 News.